It's Monday morning. My new song is going to be delivered to my Correspondence Club members on Saturday, and it doesn't exist yet. This is a pocket operator. I've made a couple of sequences on here. I'm going to record them into Logic, and then I'm going to sing over them and see what happens. That's my plan. That is my plan. Yeah, I've been finding this pocket operator just very fun, and it's very cheap and accessible. It's just really easy to pick it up and have a play.
I love this little thing.
The thing is, when I write songs in blocks of time and I am writing an album and it's a whole thing, I can do little scraps of bits and then come back to them later. But this is part of my Part Avion project, which is where I complete a song and share it every month. This month it is very much completing one song and sharing it almost straight away. There's something I love about that, and there's something that makes me a bit panicky about that, because this amount of peril is not required. But obviously the point is that I'm going to be writing more and getting a bit more ahead of myself. And, you know, having these musical experiments forced upon me by myself means that I am sitting here and writing music today. I've managed to get 3 of my pocket operator patterns into this arrangement quite unexpectedly. Yeah, I've got the perfect 2-minute 55 pop song here already. The chords don't change yet, but they will. I don't tend to write loop-based songs, so this is a good experiment in that realm. And the next thing to do is to sit and do a bit of singing over the top, because for me, melody is the most important part of all of this. It's what tells a story, it's what gets the emotion across, and of course the lyrics do that too. I don't write poems that I then set to music. I write music and the words come alongside the melody. So no pressure, brain, but that's what I'm doing next. Do I need to get a new jumper? Because I do realise I'm wearing this in the last video. It just sort of looks like I'm constantly wearing the same dirty old clothes, which is not true. It's been washed several times since then. Anyway, onwards. Electric blanket, very important to this process. It's freezing and my attic window is not closing at the moment.
Shouting at clouds for life, for life. Soon I'll say. There's something in that. I like the juxtaposition of the loopy drums, and then quite a... It's not that sad for me, but you know, something that's got some melancholy to it and isn't what would normally be sung over something that sounds like a little robot. That's why I got this one. This is the Pocket Operator Arcade. It's got all the fun sounds on it. Not mad keen on this yet. The lack of chord changes is bothering me, but something's coming out of this. Something's forming, and it's not like I'm delivering this tomorrow. I do have Tuesday, Wednesday, 5 days. This was such a good idea of mine. Oh yeah. Progress. I've got some words to start with, not full words. Oh no. I started singing something about shouting at clouds. I know that's a well-known phrase, but I couldn't remember what it meant, so I looked it up. Old man yells at cloud, overview. It's used to poke fun at people who complain about change and have cranky, old-fashioned opinions about modern trends. And it made me think of myself. I am 44 years old, and I am definitely not in touch with what teenagers, people in their 20s are into. I don't spend time yelling at clouds as such. I'm not resistant to change, but I am at an age where
I could allow myself to become the person who's yelling at clouds in a completely futile way, because change is important, necessary, and very beautiful. And my rule here at this part of writing a song is just to write down every thought, however weird, however seemingly irrelevant. I don't let her actually lick me in the mouth. She's not a mouth-licking dog. There's another small scrap of lyrics that I'd like to put in there, which is barking at birds, because that's what this one does. As if she can do anything about the birds in the sky. Right, Lena, let's go. Down you get. Don't know.
Who's steering the ship? Who's flying the plane? Whose hands are on the wheel of this train?
Does a train have a steering wheel?
Who's driving the car? Who's flapping the wings?
I'm going with this idea.
Who's steering the ship? Who's flying the plane? Whose hands grip the wheel of this train? Who's driving the car? Who's flapping the wings? I think we all have someone else is in charge of it.
Something like that. One of the reasons I love writing songs is that when I look up ideas or words or find new words, I'm learning new things all the time. I didn't think that trains had steering wheels, but I didn't know that they didn't, and I didn't know how they went along the tracks. And it turns out it's all through levers and the speed of it. So I changed that lyric that I had written about whose hands are gripping the wheel of this train to who's controlling the speed of this train via levers, but I don't mention that. I think someone's at the door. All sounds way too nice at the moment. Arturia DX7. That's cool. Got a better sound. I need it to change in the chorus. Where do these ideas come from? Hell. At this point, I don't care if it goes with what's there before. It's just where it's going next. This has changed a lot throughout the day. And I am really pleased with where I'm going to leave it for the evening. What a good day. Really wasn't feeling up for it. Really didn't have any ideas. And that's how this shit works. See you tomorrow. Who's controlling the speed of this train? I don't know. It's day 2 of this song. I'm trying to find a new melody that works for the chorus with the rhythm that I already had and the lyrics that I already had, because it doesn't quite work but maybe it does and I'm just resisting it. I'm just trying a couple of things. Probably going to remove the pocket operator sounds in the verses because it sounds far too jolly, but it sounds really good in the chorus. Who's in the ship? Who's flying the plane? Who's controlling the speed of this train? Who's driving the car? Who's flapping the wings? I can tell no one else thinks that they're in control of it. That is a weird, even for me, that's a weird bass line. Who's steering the ship? Who's flying the plane? I remember doing this with a song called Cancel Your Hopes off the first Pen Friend album. I programmed with a keyboard the vocals because it's in 7/4 or 13/4, 7/4, 6/4 alternating or 13/4 time signature, which is a real headfuck. I had the melody, but I couldn't figure out where exactly it was going to sit. And now I can sing that song as if it's perfectly normal and easy, and you wouldn't necessarily know the weird time signature that it's in because it on purpose feels effortless. So I've written this interesting, let's call it interesting bass line, really weird bass line, and this will help me. Well, that's a nice sound. It's making me think of doing something else. I totally forgot that I got this out to try and figure out the melody in the chorus, and I just got completely distracted and wrote a completely different verse, which is great. No complaints here. I don't really want to have to simplify that bass line because I love it. But it's not about having the best, most fun bass line in the whole world. It's about having a completed song. I will be very sad if I have to change it, but that's the whole point. Got to do the thing that's right for the song. Who's steering the ship? Could be that. I think I've worked it out. To change one bass note, which is acceptable, and I'm going to change a few notes in the singing. Who's controlling the speed of this train? I need to change something at the end so that it goes into the intro. Okay, let's figure this out. They're in control. Woo. Okay, yeah. Who's driving the car? Who's flapping the wings? I could tell no one else thinks that they're in control. And I have a channel set up with Arturia Fragments, which is so fun. I'm going to record into that now, and it will blend with the main vocal, which is a distorted vocal, and it will sound fucking awesome. This is what Fragments sounds like. Music is fun. I can tell no one else thinks they're in control. Bonkers. It's so bonkers. I need a melody that goes opposite to the verse, bass line, and keyboard line. Let's do what doesn't feel natural. That's what I'm doing. Sulking and groaning, a sound is a soul. There's something in this. I'm trying to think what would Beth Gibbons do? What would anyone working with the Prodigy do? 6:33 a.m, known in the business as rock o'clock with headphones on because I'm a nice neighbour. This is for a textural blend of vocals. This is neither an exam nor a live performance. Need an unusual rhyme for herds and birds. Not the obvious word. Words. Words is a good one. They've been stoking the herds, twisting our words, barking at... It's very rhymey, which is making me feel a bit awkward, but it's saying what I want it to say, so... Lately they've been stoking the herds, twisting our words, barking at birds, so much bitching and moaning, feasting on our serotonin, herds hunting blood, every man vampires, enter your god, bursting with anger. Because vampires and anger, in my mind, rhyme. All this fussing and frowning, but I think we're all drowning. I can't remember if this is my 4th or 5th coffee of the day, which is terrible. I'm usually 3 max, but some days. Lately I've been shouting at clouds. It's only by singing the second verse many times through in the high octave that I realised I'd used the word herd twice. H-E-R-D. Changing one of them to crowd. Instead of herds, crowds. So I have to redo the low vocals, just to say crowds, not herds. I'll do that now. Crowds hunting blood, every man vampires. This sounds so good. Just love layering things. Two verses are complete. I really like these vocals. I don't think I need to re-record them at the moment because they're so layered. In my video about writing See You Soon, which was the first Par Avion song last month, I talked about how I try not to decorate my songs too early in the process with all the fun production bits and bobs. This is a little bit different because this didn't start on a stringed instrument. This started from a loop in the pocket operator and has been built up brick by brick from that. I love the decorating part. I'm just trying not to skip over the parts that are important, which are melody, meaning, full set of lyrics. Because to me, it's not a song that I can deliver to my members if it doesn't have a full set of lyrics. Well, guess what? I fought the urge to keep tweaking bits and adding stuff and just decided to enjoy the feeling of having finished a song 3 days early. The full version of Shouting at Clouds is now available to download from patreon.com/penfriendrocks, along with last month's secret song, See You Soon. Wow, that's a lot of S's. And members can also get immediate access to my entire back catalogue of albums, EPs, and music and zine bundles. Thanks for hanging out with me while I wrote this song, and huge thanks also to the people making this all possible. This lovely lot. Take care, bye!